For all your wrestling figure needs, check out ringsidecollectibles.com.
Like wrestling? Tune into The Rack Thursday nights at 11 p.m. Eastern on wildtalkradio.com. That's crispy.
Hey guys, welcome to Wrestling Figure Wednesday. Today I will be reviewing the Mattel WWE Basic Series 42 El Torito figure. This is El Torito's very first basic, and I was actually really excited to get this figure. I'm really happy to finally have him in my collection. And yeah, so let's take a look at him up close in the packaging. As you can see, there's a picture of El Torito there. It says first time in the line, as it is his very first figure. There's the new WWE logo. This is the first series that finally has the new logo, which is really cool. Here's his figure there, and it says El Torito, and he is superstar number 45 out of the basic 2014 line. Looking at the back of the box, you can see a larger image of El Torito. The WWE logo, it says El Torito Superstar number 45. It says recreate the action of WWE. Also in the set is Natalya, Batista, Big Show, Roman Reigns, and Sin Cara. Pictured below, it says compete in these Superstar rings, and there's a Raw basic ring and a SmackDown basic ring, as well as company information listed at the bottom. So that being said, let's take a look at him fresh out of the packaging. Alright guys, so here we have the Mattel WWE Basic Series 42 El Torito figure fresh out of the packaging. Overall, I'd say it's a really awesome figure. It's very unique compared to any other figure they've released in a very long time. And the detail is phenomenal on him. And it is an elite figure, if you did not know that. Which is awesome because it is only $9.99. Like the WWE likes to point out so much. So you're getting an elite for basic price. The detail is great, the articulation is pretty awesome, and whether you're a fan of his or not, I highly recommend picking it up because it is such a cool figure. I'm not really a fan of his, but he is a decent performer, especially for his size. He's very agile and does some really cool stuff. And it is hitting stores now. I heard it is hitting Kmart. It's on Amazon. You can get it on Ringside Collectibles. And speaking of Ringside, I just want to give them a shout out very quickly, saying thank you for giving him to me. I've been awaiting him for a while since they had it in stock and stuff, and just seeing the figure, I was really excited. So thank you Ringside for giving him to me. I really appreciate it. So yeah, let's take a look at him up close. Here is his head scan. You can see the detail with the nose ring and everything, the mask and whatnot. It's really cool. And the ring is molded, if you could tell. I'm not sure the camera really picks it up that well, but it is molded. All the detail is, and it's just a really awesome figure. You can see the horns, like the mohawk he has here, or on the back, and then there's the laces for the mask. Like I was telling you, this is a very detailed figure, especially for his size. They did a really good job. It's a ball jointed head that goes up and down, as well as left and right. He has his shoulder bushy attire here. I'm not really sure how else to describe it, but you can see all the detail in that to make it look like it's hairy, like in real life, which is really cool. The flaps of his mask are thin rubber, so you can move them. They don't restrict the movement of his head at all. And these are like flaps over his body, as you can see. I don't suggest pulling them too hard because you could end up ripping it off, but it allows the figure to have its elite chest joint movement here, as you can see. And you can see the detail in his chest, like his costume has, to show like he has a six-pack sort of thing, which is cool. Looking at his arms, he has ball jointed arms that are covered by his shoulder wear. It does restrict the movement, as you can see, but they are ball jointed. You can see the joint under there. He has a swivel bicep joints as well, and the typical elbow joints. And he has his molded like brown cloth or fur, like wristband sort of thing. He has a swivel wrist joint as well as a hand joint that goes up and down. And yeah, that's the same on both arms there. Looking at his lower torso, he has a swivel waist joint. And this is what he looks like in the back. And looking at his lower torso, he has his tail here, which is cool. And it is articulated, so you can move it if need be for positioning or posing, whatever you want to do with it. Looking at his legs, he has the elite leg joints that go up and down as well as outward. It is restricted a little bit due to his hips. They gave him the full range of motion, but don't force it because you might end up breaking it because of how his groin area is molded. It restricts some of the movement. And then looking at his thighs, he has a swivel thigh joints. And he has basic knee joints. These aren't double jointed, they're just standard jointed like that. And then looking at his boots, he has his furry boots that look like hooves at the bottom. And he has a swivel boot joint here, which is hidden, which is really cool. And you can see the fur detail on his boots there, going all the way around. And then he has a typical elite ankle joints that go up and down. You can see the white like hoof area, and he doesn't have that extra little ankle joint that a lot of elite figures have. So, but this figure is very detailed and articulated for its size, and I do highly recommend picking him up if you're able to find him. I know this figure will be really popular since it is his first one and it is such a unique figure. So good luck finding him, and yeah. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like Wrestling Figure Wednesday on Facebook to suggest future reviews you'd like to see me do. And I'll see you next week. Thanks.